I'm reshafting my drive, regripping my driver. I have these lovely wind grips. I like the medium ones. They don't make my hands hurt as much. These are the Dry Tack 2.0s. They do not wear as well as, say, a corded grip, but I really like the way they feel. And as I'm now regripping my own clubs, I don't mind switching these out occasionally. You can see where I've got the wear marks, and definitely how tacky this new one is compared to the old one. So these are still kind of serviceable, but you can see where my thumb is maybe gripping it a little bit too tight. And during this process I did change loft of my club. On the sim you can change your club to be slightly more lofted, less lofted. I did add a little bit of loft. I re-gripped this club. I'm definitely going to change my alignment so the little piece right here goes straight down the club. The first thing we're going to do is get rid of the previous grip. Now you don't want to scratch your shaft, so sometimes you can just peel these guys back. Now this is going to need a little bit more. There we go. Ooh, that's coming off nicely. As one, this is excellent. Normally you spend half the night trying to get it off, trying to get the tape, this stuff off, but this peeled all inside the grip, if you can see, which is awesome. That's still sticky. Excellent. So we're going to get rid of this little bit right there. Wow, that's never happened before. Love it. And make sure I am vertical like that. And if you, with a graphite shaft, if you tighten this too much, you can actually break it. It needs to be firm enough not to move around, which this is not right now. This is my mobile vise that is not quite, it's not normally the one that I use to do this. So I just have to be a little bit patient with that. When you put the tape on, there's a little bit of overhang this way. You want that because you don't want this tape sticking out the end. So we want a little bit of overhang. We'll cover the end and then we can get this done. Wow, that's pretty cool. All right. So I'm going to overhang just a little bit right there. And if I'm just patient with this, there we go. I'm being patient, I'm rubbing it all in. I don't want any lines. I want it to come out nicely. Perfect. Come around the other side now. And I started doing the re-gripping during COVID. The place that I used to take my clubs to in San Leandro, it was like Golf and Cigar. I used to get them reshafted and re-gripped, and that they closed during the pandemic. Going out to Pleasanton was just annoying. So I thought, well, I'll give it a crack myself, and it really wasn't too hard. So I am not an expert at this, but I'm good enough to make it work for myself. And the one thing that I love is you can like buy a whole ton of different grips and try them on some of your clubs, just one of them, and then you're like, oh, I really like that one, I prefer it over this one. So you can kind of experiment with it, so you're not just, you know, feeling it, you're actually getting to hit various clubs. And then when you find the ones you like, that's the ones you go for. So I do have my little tray down here. You can reuse the solution. First thing I'm going to do is get this nice and slidey, because you want to slide the grip on. So that's nice and slidey. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my thumb finger in the end. There we go. Get it lined up with your thing on the top. Excuse me. as this is not oh wow, that went on really easy. So this is when you're going to look at your club head, and I'm just making sure that that's square with my club head or parallel. So this is the line down the shaft, and then my club head, imagine that's the club head, is right here, so it is correct. Wow. So I'm gonna leave this guy, pick it up the vise. Now you can see my club head here and the line coming straight down there. Just going to put it down. If you do need to make any adjustments right now, you can grip it and twist it. This is right down the middle, but if it was, say, slightly off, this is where you could hold the shaft and that and twist it so it fits. But I'm going to leave that. That's pretty perfect. I'll let that dry overnight, and we'll be ready to play with that tomorrow. If you have a local golf shop, you can definitely help support them, let them do it for you. But if you do like to tinker a little bit, maybe have a go yourself. A couple of links there for you if you want to check out the grips that I'm currently using. I also have just changed to a Super Stroke 5, which I'm really excited about. So I'll have links to those, but definitely support your local pro shop, your local golf shop. But if it's a little bit too far, definitely remember you can actually do this fairly simply yourself. All right, cheers. Have a good one. Bye.